place, and we're like on Twitter and in Discord like all the time, like following everyone, see what's up, who is supporting, on which level they are supporting, how genuine they are, right? We know like how they treated other projects and so on and so on, right? So even like you coming in here, right, like support, I've seen you around as well, I've seen you on socials, right? So that's basically like the key. But let me ask you like your question like directly. There will be a lot of spots for the community, right? We structured everything in a way where we can cover as many people as the supply allows us, right? There will be a guaranteed phase, and will be like the usual structure, right? I can say this right now because it's not some crazy alpha. It will not be like, I don't know, any type of like crazy mean structure. It will be like a guaranteed phase, and also like a first come first serve phase. You might see around as well like some giveaways in communities. We're not going crazy with the spots. We're basically we're allocating, I don't know, 50 spots for a giveaway, because we are not looking forward to heavily, like over allocate the first come first serve, sorry, like spots. So yeah, I mean, just to answer your question, basically there will be like a lot of spots inside the community as well. So yeah.
Awesome. Thank you for the answer. I greatly appreciate it.
And also I can say that, like in general you will see like crazy amounts of the supply, minted by the team or something. It will not be the case in here. Again, exact numbers, exact structure, exact timing of the mint will be like released like in the near future. But I can assure you that it's not a situation where, like, I don't know, the mint, it's like the team, sorry, it's minting like half of the supply and you have like, I don't know, 200 spots in there or whatever.
Excellent. Well, thank you for everything, and I definitely love the whole loyalty brand that you guys are pushing out there. Planning on getting my hands on one, whether I have to buy it on secondary or whatever I have to do. In fact, I want to grab a couple of them, so look forward to it. So thank you, everybody.
Yeah,
Appreciate the question.
let's say maybe if you have more, you get more. I don't know. Let's go to the next question.
Appreciate that question, brother. I'm going to put you back into the community. All right, remove from speaker. Right, vibes, Monsieur. Welcome. What's your question?
Thank you very much, mate. So quick one. So you know how this space is always evolving, right? There's innovation here and there. You guys have come up with a great idea. Now, two questions. When you were coming up with this project, what exactly do you think you're going to introduce uniquely to you, and how do you expect to sustain it in the near future? Because I'm pretty sure that down the line, somebody's also come up with the same idea, probably similar, and try to have a competitive advantage. So what is your competitive advantage, right, over them? How do you expect to? What is your buffer against it in the near future to sustain it for a long time?
Thanks a lot. Really, really good question. So right now we have a huge advantage from a, let's say, efficiency perspective. Hear me?
Gabriel, have you gone quiet? I think you went quiet.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, sorry. I got a phone call in. That's why I needed to put it away.
No
sorry.
worries.
Basically, what I was saying is, the whole efficiency that we're building on the B2B side, that basically will help us out in the first step and gives us, let's say, at least 1.5 year, 2 years advantage, if not even more, compared to the other people in the space from a tech perspective on everything we've built. So there we have a good competitive advantage. We have a huge network from a loyalty perspective. So a few of the advisors and also shareholders that we have on board are former leaders of the American Express loyalty programs, Walmart Plus loyalty program. They worked in large media agencies that had around 30,000 people, basically leading them. And I think that gives a huge advantage on bringing fast a lot of brands on board. And we have the pipeline full. Again, it's always difficult to talk about brands in the pipeline, but the industries that you see basically there, we're pushing harder. And that will give us for sure a competitive advantage from that perspective. And on the other side, it's really about being always aware of, and that's what I tried to say before, learn and get more data from all the communities to understand really how can you make your product better each day. That is really one of the focus that we have. And honestly, that we took let's say a page from Jeff Bezos' book to really be customer obsessed and really think about what does the customer need and what do they want to actually use our product more and more and be more and more loyal. So that's one of the biggest focus. that is a huge competitive advantage. And then on the other side, I would say the learnings that we're doing exactly from both communities, that takes a huge effort. It's a lot of resources that we're investing in that, and we're really doing that very actively because we want to learn from both sides. That is not something that everyone can do, because you need to build that basis on one side, and again, you need to get superstar team on board like in Arcadia, to then actually build these kind of communities and be able to learn from both. So I think that gives us a very solid basis for the next few years. And at the end of the day, the more brands, the more network effects, and that really will, let's say, boost us away from the competition or a potential competition. I hope that answers the question.
Yes, it does. That's a great one. And finally, just the last one. Would you be interested in having an EMA with us, so we can talk on the side in the chat?
Yeah, we can check
I'll
that
hit
for
you up.
sure out with Chris too, and the others. That would be awesome.
All right.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you very much.
Thank
Thanks,
you so much
mate.
for the question.
Cheers,
Thank you.
cheers, Monsieur. The Vice community, they're a great community. I must say, it's a good. The founders are great. It'll be a good AMA to add to your roster, guys. Just give you a little
Oh yeah, for sure.
insight there. Okay.
For sure. We'll make sure to chat with Nev on that one.
Crypto, my friend, you were next.
Hey, thanks for having me. And a great AMA, great product. I do have a question. I'm one of those loyalty hunters you were referring to. So that does raise the curiosity. And I'm giving you an example. Let's say I have a Etihad, Qatar, Flying Blue, and so on, these loyalty points. So in future, I don't know how many years, in future, how do you see this all connected together to the, let's say, the SME or the smaller shops? Can I select the points? Let's say I want to spend from Etihad points or Qatar points, or do you want to have all of them replaced with one point which I can spend or earn? How does that work in future? Thank you.
Also, really good question. Thanks a lot. So basically, imagine the following. Right now, you have your Etihad miles, just taking that as an example, and you basically can earn it at different partners, and you can also spend it at different partners. Now, if you look at those partners in your daily life, as we said before, we are, let's say, Web3 users, but we also use Web2 brands every day. So basically, if you look at all the brands that you're using, the goal is that you can spend your miles at more places. So all these SMEs, for example, that you would, let's say you would live in Abu Dhabi, meaning where Etihad Guest is. So you have all these SMEs is basically around you. You use them in your daily life, and that's actually where you can then use more of your miles and earn more of those miles. Because right now, you basically are limited to all the partners that you have on Etihad Guest, and those are mostly travel partners, so an hotel that you use sometimes. It's a rental car that you also maybe use sometimes, but it's not stuff that you use in the daily life. And that's really where we want to go. We want to bring all these points and rewards basically to the daily life, so that you have more liquidity in your wallet to actually spend it on more crypto, on save it, or on other things. Does that make sense for you?
It does. Perfect. That's brilliant. Thank you so much. And all the best.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the question. Thank you so much. All the best.
Appreciate the question. Thank you, buddy. Okay, I'm just going to remove. Right. Let me just check your name. Harinder, welcome, brother. You got a question for our guests? Harinder, buddy, can't hear you. Gonna give you a couple more minutes. We can't hear you, buddy. Okay, while Harinder's trying to sort himself out, I just want to say before we wrap it up, guys, I really enjoyed this. What I particularly liked. Oh, sorry. Oh, Gray. Yes, you jump in, buddy. Yeah, no, feel free. Yeah, I know you're up here. So, Gray, feel free to ask the guys a question.
All right. For a while, I thought I was rugging actually. So,
No,
but
all
it's
good,
all right.
brother. All good.
Oh, good. Okay, so I think I kind of like booked the call. Anyway, greetings to everybody on the space. Anyway, yeah, I kind of booked the call earlier with Gian. I think that was before the announcement because I was pretty much curious.
Yeah,
But yeah,
I think just the day before.
So, but it's all right. Okay, so let me just dive deep into my questions. So, we're talking about companies having to use the API for Quibi to like integrate and use the loyalty things and all that. So here's a question: It's like the Web3 like communities or companies, because there are also companies like over here in Web3 you get, and definitely they have websites, and also for the ones who don't have website, because I think the last time I spoke with Jan, he said you need a website. You get you if you're actually providing a service and all that, for the integration and stuff like that. So I'm like, for companies or projects, let me say for example, like Wave Radio I'm working on or stuff like that. Yeah, that really don't have a website or something of that sort. How could they, are you guys providing the tools for that, or probably we'll have to sort it out? Because I'm kind of like thinking probably, if you can really provide the tools, and then all we just need to do is like integrate it probably by having the NFTs, or is to give you access to such tools and stuff like that. So like that's my first question. And the second one is like, are there particular NFT companies or communities you're targeting? You get, I'm not really talking about the giving away NFT spots, whitelist spots and all that. I'm like referring to, you want them to really use your service just the way Etihad and other communities are using your services.
Awesome. Thank you so much for the question, Greg. So for the first one, we have a solution actually that let's say you wouldn't need any website. We have a white label solution, for example, the one that Renault is using, where you, in theory, don't need a website. You could manage everything through that white label, fully branded to yourself, to your project, etc., and basically start giving out loyalty tokens. Also, you can create NFTs directly to our dashboard that are in the loyalty program itself. So you can do a lot of different things with that white label solution without having the need of your own website. Does that answer the first question?
Okay. I think, yeah, I'm going to be needing more details on that, but then I'll check the website too. Yeah, you can go
For
ahead with the
sure, and
second one.
we can send you also more information on that one if you're interested.
Amazing. I'd be really interested.
Awesome. Then we can chat later. And on the second question, basically, I mean, I will say it high level, and then maybe Krista can deep dive a bit more. I think that the collaborations or the communities that we're looking at are really the most important part is what we talked about before. Is really that there is a coverage from a value perspective, from a direction perspective, that people are interested in loyalty, in rewards, in bringing those both huge spaces together and generating more value out of it. So very high level, that's the focus, and maybe Chris, you want to deep dive a bit more on that.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, here's the thing. I'm always like passionate about different like integrations, also like with other communities, IPs in the space, right? Because we have like a lot of projects who are like building like really cool shit, as we say in Web3. You know what I mean? So I think there is like a lot on the table, and I think there are like a lot of opportunities. So for sure, we're looking forward for some type of like cross ecosystem type of integrations in the near future with those communities as well.
All right. Well, I'd be really looking forward to that, because it wouldn't just make sense for Web2 companies to, like be on the platform alone. It won't be bad if, real Web3 companies who have been doing things are also using the platform. So yeah, I also do have just a few things to, well, kind of like my last question. Like I think Monty already asked something of that sort, but yeah, I just want to like push my own to like the token value, since we already have a token. How are we going to make our token backs go up? You get, and also for the NFTs as well, and also for the NFTs, like we are in the gaming like era. Everything around us is gaming, and then we come out with a loyalty program and all stuff like that. So I'm just curious to know how you intend to hold these forts, and down the line, because when bags are up, everybody's really really happy. Yeah, I just, this is like what I'm curious about. And lastly, you might want to share a piece from the Jeff Bezos, like what you learned from the Jeff Bezos book you said you read. I think I'm curious to just snag something up from that. Yeah, thanks. That's my last question.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot for the question. I mean, I can answer the one from the Kiwi token and the NFT. Let's say a high level in the same answer. As I said before, like the most value we can generate for the whole community, and for then the value of the token and the NFT is really by giving you more value through bringing more brands on board. That will really be the main boost for everyone, because every brand that comes on board delivers a huge amount of new rewards that we can give you guys. So the more of a good job we do on the B2B side, the more we can hold the value for you as a community, for the token, for the NFT, because that will just generate the traffic and let's say the demand. So that's for sure one piece. On the other side, again, what we want to do, and this is exactly what we're doing with Arcadia and together with all of you guys, is building this Web3 community, talking about this intersection between loyalty and blockchain, and at the end of the day, educating all Web2 and Web3 community on how we basically get to that vision and can really get all the value out of these points. Because again, I imagine there are many more points hunters in here, and they're all very happy if they can do more out of their points and get more value out of it. So this is really where our mission is focused on. And last but not least, honestly, that's what I would say the most important part that Jeff Bezos, let's say, teached us in that sense is really the customer obsession. It sounds very obvious and very simple, but it is really, again, talking with customers, getting feedback from customers, and really engaging with the community. There you learn so much on how you have to build solutions that actually generate value. For us, that is our obsession. That is really what we with the whole team try to work on, and that comes back to the community, comes back to brands, to customers, etc. Because you will get better and better solutions, more rewards, sexier VIP experiences and perks, and that's what we're all about.
All right. Anyway, you just have a customer here actually who is very, very obsessed about Quibi, so you don't have a problem.
Nice.
Yeah, I just give you a follow. I think we'll continue the discussions in DMs. Thank you very much. Thanks,
Awesome.
Seven.
Looking forward to it.
You're
Thank you
doing
so
a
much.
great job. Yeah, thank you.
Thanks, Gray. I appreciate you coming up and asking the question. Right, Alicia, you've been very patient. What's your question for our guests?
Hello, guys. Can you hear me?
We can, yes. Thank you. How are you?
Oh, good morning. I'm good. Are you guys?
Very good. All the better that you're here now.
Yeah, nice. Okay, so mine is not a question, but I just want to show love to the Quebec and say thank you for Apple's to us this morning, and yeah, just show some love for everyone here in the space, and that's all. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Appreciate you coming up and asking the question.
Appreciate it a lot.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you, buddy. All right. Right. So, guys, have you got time? People keep requesting, which is a massive congratulations for you on that. Normally, we're really wrapped up in an hour, and it's going for longer than that. Arcadia, Chris, don't bring me any more projects, please. They go on for too long. Are you guys all right for a few more questions, Gabrielle?
Yeah.
Amazing. Okay.
Fine.
How do I say it? Is it lazy? Lazy. Your question for our guests.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can. Thank you.
All right. So my question is basically from Chris too. So I want to know that where are you from? You recently posted about a tweet that you say just guess me. So I was a bit curious about it.
Okay. Are you sure you want to use an AMA to ask that question? But okay.
Yeah, I was a bit curious about it. So yeah.
Got you. Basically, I'm from Eastern Europe, man. Appreciate the love and support on socials, by the way.
Okay. All right. Well, you know when you invite people up, you don't know what the question you're going to get. All right, Lazy, I appreciate you, buddy. I'm just going to remove you very nicely. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Right. It's Carly. Carly, I'm going to invite you. Please don't ask how tall Chris Dew is or how big his muscles are. If you've got a question, please ask Gabrielle about the project. Where are we? Okay. I think they've disappeared. Right, Omi. I think you're the last one for now. Oh, actually, Carly, you're in. Right, your question for our guests. Carly, you've got a lot of background noise. Can you go somewhere where it's a little bit noisy? Would appreciate that. Right, Monster, you're on, buddy.
Yo, guys, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can. Yeah, welcome. Or what your question for our guest?
I just wanted to give a huge shout out to Christo. You've been doing awesome, fam. I know that Alpha Chat in Monsterland has been talking about you guys absolutely nonstop. I guess my question would be, in terms of partnerships. I mean, we've seen you guys secure a bunch of those already. So moving forward, how are you guys thinking about onboarding even more brands into the ecosystem? Are you guys mainly targeting specific sectors, perhaps public over private? How are you guys thinking about that?
Awesome question. Thanks a lot, Monster. So basically, what we're looking at is we're trying to be as focused as possible, meaning that we look at where is the biggest, let's say, value from a member, let's say, consumer perspective and a brand perspective. So when you're the airline business, these are the most successful loyalty programs. So there you have huge amount of engagement, huge value behind the reward currency itself, so the miles, and you have huge communities. Miles and More has 36 million members, as an example. So that's one side of the, let's say, of the medal. Then on the other side, we look at these members. How does their customer journey look like? And there is where our customer obsession comes in, basically really breaking down what is that customer journey, what kind of brands does somebody use in their daily life, and through that breaking down basically, okay, these kind of members like, for example, fashion, they are a premium segment. These they also like to buy furniture, by the way. So through that you have a very clear segmentation on how then to focus on which other brands basically to connect with those programs. So very targeted approach. We're fully focusing on the sales side, meaning that really getting brands on board is the number one priority. So from that perspective, everything is focused on that. Does that answer the question?
Perfect. Yeah, that does. And I might have a fashion brand that might be interested in you guys. So I'll
Really
be jumping into Christo's DMs right after the AMA.
Awesome. Looking forward to talk. Thanks a lot.
Looking forward to it, man. Let's go.
Appreciate the question, Monsterland. Thank you, buddy. Right, who have we got? Carly, shall we try again one more time?
Right, GM, everyone. I think I had a little bit of engagement then. Yeah, I hear you now. What's up, man? How's it going?
Oh, very good, very good. What's your question for our guest, my friend?
Yeah. I think QVV is really a very good project, and with the little research I've made on it, it's quite like cool and prospective. I think I've got a little questions I'm going to ask about the project itself, which I'll probably like reach out to them probably their DM and all, because I have a question which might be quite like interesting and beneficial to everybody on the space. So the question is why growing up? Everybody like face some kind of challenges, and even founders, team members, collab managers, and everybody like specifically talking about basically talking about the projects discussion right now, Kibif. I don't know, like we might have like faced some challenges which are quite like common, and the ones that are not like quite common, which are kind of unique, and there is always like different approaches to tackling challenges. So I don't know which challenges Kibif and the team members entirely have faced, and how they have tackled these challenges.
Really good question. Thanks a lot. So basically, I would say that's a common challenge for a lot of different startups when they launch a product is getting to product market fit as fast as possible. And of course, if you're using a new technology like blockchain, you automatically have to do more tests than if you're just spinning up an e-commerce store on Shopify. It's a completely different technology. It's proof, it's bulletproof, etc. And you don't need to think a lot about it, right? Now, if you start using a new technology, it's a completely different approach. So you have to do a lot of different tests and iterations until you get to that product market fit. You need to talk to a lot more customers to really understand the core problems and see how can you solve that with that technology. So I think that was really one of the hardest challenges. And honestly, I think that's one of the biggest challenges for the whole blockchain crypto market, to really find that product market fit for a lot of different applications. So that's why we completely focused on loyalty on that vertical, because we believe that focusing on just one vertical, we can go deeper, we can generate more value, and let's say get more details right. So that's how I would really say what our challenge was, and that was really related to getting the technology to the customer without basically them having to interact that much with blockchain, with wallets, and all of that stuff. And I would say that how we solved it, honestly, always with a just get it done approach, in the sense that we like quitting doesn't exist for Gianluca and myself, and that's also for the whole team, because we want that we have a strong culture from that perspective. So we just find the solution when we see a problem, and that's really I would say the hustle that you have to do if you want to be successful. And that's really where it comes from. I would say it's just being relentless on finding that solution and not giving up. Does that answer?
I really appreciate it, and it's quite direct. Where I would say is actually like one of the hardest things to do. Consistency and being like persistent on whatever you're doing. Like despite those challenges.
100%.
Yeah. I have another like. Is there like a particular set of people you are trying to like curate like into the project, like particular like with specific features that you're looking for? Okay, or these are the like set of people I'm looking for. You understand? Yeah.
I mean, honestly, just very high level. So not super specific. Of course, people that believe in our vision, people that share our values, and people that at the end of the day want to contribute into the whole achievement of the vision. That's the most important part, and that's what we love about the community and about all the engagement that we're receiving and all the love, because that really shows how the community is building that ecosystem with us, and that's the most important part. So I think it's not a super specific, let's say, targeting, but it's very high level. So finding the people with the same mindset and really achieving this vision together, that's the most important.
Yeah, interesting. I really love that, and I love that. Like, yeah, it's really cool. I think we are really like running out of time. I would like to like ask one last question. I don't know. Yeah. Okay.
The host has to decide that.
Okay, the question is, we are obviously in the bowl, like you understand, like, and everything is going like people think everything is going smooth. Yeah, they definitely it's not like that. Everything on charts, like the chart does not say everything, and even though like everything you see on the city, you be like, okay, everything is bullish, everything is this, everything is that. There, definitely during the bull is when you lose more, like seriously. Now, where do you see like we are in the bull, obviously, right? But do you think where do you see these projects like in the next probably 2-3 years, 5 years? Yeah, do you see a project considering the state of the market?
Yeah. I mean, where do we see the project in 3 to 5 years? With, of course, on one side, ecosystem with thousands of brands in there that we onboarded through our technology that deliver millions and millions of perks, rewards to the community, and with that also a huge Web3 community that actually interacts fully with everything that we have built, with everything that we talked about in this AMA. That's really the goal. So to grow the B2B side on one side, but also on the other side, KBXIP Club, the NFT community, with the Freeman. So there is so much stuff that is in the pipeline and that we will show you in the next few weeks and months, where you will understand more and more and more where the whole journey goes at. And again, as we said, you will be all involved, you will be all rewarded to support the journey and to come on board. And that's also how you said it. You said it correctly. In the bull run, everyone is happy. The question is what do you do when it's not a bull run? And I think that's where really our strength comes in, because bull run or not, we're generating value with our solutions. And that is the biggest advantage that we have, because we believe that also if we're not in a bull run, we can actually push a lot of value, push a lot of demand, exactly because we're focusing on building that Web2 business and bringing all these people in. So that's really where we think that we can shine.
Yeah, I love it, love it, love it, love it. That's really cool. That's very cool. Yeah, I think the whole thing answered my question. I really appreciate that. Yeah, I actually would use this medium to probably like just pitching. Like I'm trying to put out like content, like make research on each team members of the KBP. Yeah, and I would
Cool.
I would want to like enter DMs like Crystal, Gabriel, and all. So if they would be like cool for it, like yeah, just for research purpose. You understand? Yeah.
Awesome, very cool. Let us know.
Carly, thank you for your questions, buddy. I'm going to remove you from the speaker. Got a couple more just rocked up on me. Your question.
Hello.
Okay.
Good morning, everyone.
Hey, brother, how you doing?
My question is that is there any plan of partnering with telecommunication companies such as Globe, Smart, and Verizon and such? Because some of them offer rewards or points every time you load a certain amount in your mobile phone for data, text, or calls.
Good question. Thanks a lot, Tom. So telecommunication is for sure one interesting vertical that we check out. We didn't specifically approach it yet because those are mostly very large companies that basically have a lot of let's say politics behind, because they're let's say only a few of them. But it's for sure a huge market and super interesting, meaning that it is on the roadmap for the midterm, but not something that we'll focus on the short term.
Okay. I appreciate the answer, and I'm extremely excited on what you guys are building, and I look forward to talk more with you guys on more AMAs.
Thank you so much. Appreciate the support.
Thank you for the question, buddy. Harinder, you were up earlier, but Bamidili, I hope I said that right. Let Harinder speak. He tried to get in earlier, so okay.
GM, how are you guys doing?
Very good.
Right.
All good,
Going
thank you.
straight to the point because of time. I'm very sure QB has on Web2 company and Web3 company at the same time, and there will be this kind of factor whereby the Web2 company will try to gain interest from people and also to the Web3 people. My first question is that how do QB plan to balance the interest coming from the Web2 and coming from the Web3? My second question is that all right, okay. When I don't know, when you have holders, you try to look for how they will be more interested in the project. What do you plan for the holders in the future, and how do you see the project in the next coming years? Thank you.
Thanks a lot for the questions. Also, this one very good. So balancing Web2 and Web3 is, let's say, we don't see it as a challenge in that sense, because the interests are aligned. Both communities want to get more value out of rewards and want to get more rewards. So from that perspective, we believe that those are fairly aligned, and there shouldn't be any conflict of interest. We have for sure on one side large brands that we bring on board, and that expect from us, let's say, a certain compliance level and all of that. But we didn't see any risks from a conflict of interest perspective that we foresee. That's why we really believe the more we push the Web2, the more also the whole Web3 community can benefit out of it. And that's really for us more kind of a flywheel effect that both communities have, rather than being in conflict with each other. Does that answer the first question?
Okay, all right. And a question also. Okay, in every project that is building, I know there will be some downs and ups in everything. I just want to know if those how does those bad parts, or how do I want to put it? I don't know how to put it, but I think you understand what I'm trying to say. So how do you try to come back or balance everything?
I don't know if I understood the question correctly. You meant how we basically overcome challenges if there are things that are not working right. Okay.
Yes.
Oh, perfect. Okay, cool. I mean, as I mentioned before, as a team, we're fairly relentless, I would say, when it's about finding a solution to a problem. So that's really the strongest part. So just looking deeper, not giving up, and staying on the matter. That's the most important part. Like, we really believe in that. If you dig deeper, if you invest more resources in a specific problem, you will find the solution. The question is only when you basically give up. The question is if you didn't see then the solution or not. So I think that is one of the more from a core value perspective, how we are as a team, that we basically just want to find those solutions. So I think that's the strongest part, because otherwise you will always have challenges in a business and in life in general. So you just need to solve them. So it's being relentless on that I would say pushes us the hardest.
I hope that's answered your question, my friend. I know the guys have been here for a while, so I'm gonna start becoming a little bit more strict. I'm just gonna remove you from speaker. Harinder, you're the last one, my friend. Last but no means least, I know you've been trying for a while.
Yeah, man, I don't know what was the problem before. My microphone wasn't just working. But anyways,
No worries. No worries.
so
What's
before
your
in the
question, my friend?
space, yes, before in the space, you said you do not want any kind of average questions. So I got something for you, Gabriel. What is the circumference of your face?
What is the
Circumference of your face.
Okay.
Good question. Good question. Never measured it, to be fully honest.
I love that. I love that. Give the man a white list.
Give the man a white list, guys. Most authentic
I'm
question.
just kidding. I'm just kidding. Anyway, let me get straight to my question. What is your target audience for your whitelist? Like, what kind of holders do you want in your community? Obviously not asking for myself. I know Arcadia is helping you very well with that.
Honestly, as I mentioned before, like the people that show us that they understand our vision, they are in line with our values, and that really show us the love, those will be the people that will get whitelisted, because we really believe that that's the core community that will actually make it explode and give us all the feedback and value that we need to build up everything we want. So it's very high level, but you have to basically engage a bit with key VC a bit what we're doing, etc., and really just showing us that we're going together on this journey. That's the most important part.
And how do you plan to keep your VCs happy? Because you could have charged for this mint, but this is a free mint. How do you plan to keep your VCs happy?
I mean, they're happy when we generate value for Kiwi at the end of the day, and that really starts with having a strong community. So as we mentioned, we did the free mint to push the community to get you all involved, and that's why it was also very clear for VCs that we don't charge for something like that, because again, it's you need to give if you want to get. So this is really our giving, and this is how we want to show you our love and basically get you on board of this journey, because it's a long-term journey. Like, we want to be here the next 5, 10, 20 years. So we're not talking about, hey guys, this is a 1-2 year project and then bye, we're out. We're here to changing the face of loyalty. So that takes a bit of time. That takes a community that is loyal, that is long-term on board, that understands the vision, and that really again is on board, and we do it together. That's the most important part.
Awesome, man. That's great. Looking forward to you cooking all over the Web3. Awesome.
Thank you. And I'll measure my face so that I can give you an answer.
Yeah, sure. Let me know.
Thanks, Harinder, buddy. Appreciate that. Thank you. All right. I think, and I hope this has probably been one of the longer AMAs. So again, that's a massive compliment to you guys as to the interest you're you've had in harnessing the Web3 community. Again, I see that I'm just going to do a little summary here, and then I'll let you guys wrap it up with the last few words. I see real tangible benefits in this product. What you're trying to do, again, we keep mentioning, the fact that the blockchain Web3, how you're doing is almost irrelevant. We're talking about a product that will benefit its user base. We're talking about a product that will benefit organizations, companies. Again, the B2B side. It's real tangible physical benefits. I know in a time or a space where GameFi and tokenomics seems to be the meta, you've tried to kind of integrate that a little bit with the tokenomics and the GameFi, but the product essentially is an IRL product. And I think the fact that we've had so many people rolling up and showing interest in it shows that there is definitely, room away from the traditional GameFi and meta. That seems to be the meta right now. The fact that you guys are so early and you've had so much interest again bodes well for the project. Arcadia, again, congratulations for you guys for doing your pit. Gabrielle, I have to say, I think this is a winner. It's yours to lose. Dare I say it? You do it right. You get the B2Bs on board. The community will show interest. The fact that the more B2Bs you get, the more organizations and companies you get on board, and the stronger it is for the community, there would be absolutely no reason why you would want to flip this. Now, again, not financial advice, guys, for you guys, but I like to keep it real, and I'll just give you my opinion. If I had this, I would hold it and let the guys do what they're going to do. All right. It's a free mint, so it's a no brainer. If you can get onto the whitelist, do it. Don't get on the whitelist to flip it, because you'll end up, in my opinion, if they can do it right, losing out in the long term. When these guys roll up and they get more and more partnerships, the benefit is only for you guys. You want to make it and you want to make it 0.05, go ahead. But buy it, or get it if you can. Again, it's nice and early. Thank you again, Christy, for bringing it to the ape list. Guys, rock in their server, play their games, do what hoops you need to jump in, just try to get yourself a whitelist, and then hold it and leave it. There's these guys are going to be, hopefully they're going to be around for the next few years and keep growing and get stronger. They're first to market. First to market always has its advantages. There will be copycats because it's such a good idea. But as Gabrielle alluded to, they have the experience in IRL. They're ahead of the curve. So you're kind of getting in, well, not kind of, you are getting in early. That's my 2 pence worth, gentlemen. I hope, like I said, I've really enjoyed the AMA. I've really enjoyed the chat with you guys, and I'm looking forward to seeing where this journey goes. I'm looking forward to seeing how you guys develop. It is different. It is not the meta, and that's what I kind of like that about that. It's a tangible business with tangible opportunities, not just for us minters, but also for organizations. You're offering real value, and do it right. Again, I can see you guys being the number one in the market. I hope there's not too much pressure in me saying that, but it's recorded, so it's there anyway. Congratulations for the idea. Congratulations for everything you're doing. I'll let you guys have the last few words before we wrap it up.
I couldn't say it better than you, so I don't know if I want to say the last word. Thank you so much, Seven, really for the opportunity here, and also Kaya for setting this up. Really loved this AMA. It was amazing. All the questions you asked, all the questions the community asked, see all the engagement, all the love. Again, super happy about having you all on board. Super excited about what is coming and to see how you guys are reacting on all the things that we have planned and that we will show. And yeah, I don't want to say much more because I loved what you said. You said it perfectly.
Appreciate you, Christo, my friend. Last few words, buddy. You're far more eloquent than I am.
Thank you so much, man, again for hosting us. Again, it was like an amazing AMA space. Didn't expect it to go like 1 hour and 40 minutes. Needed to be in a meeting like 10 minutes ago, but it's all cool, man. Love the support.
Is
Love
it
you
me
guys.
or
Thank you so much, like Aplist
I'm not hearing him?
for supporting us all the time. And again, thank you so much, like Gabriel and the entire team, and thank you so much to the entire community for the crazy support. Stay tuned. January will be great, I would say. And yeah, let's rock this.
Amazing. So I'm gonna just wrap. Oh, sorry. Oh, no. Jump in. I was being very rude there. Off you go, my friend. Gianluca. So I know you put your speaker off. No. Please finish up.
Just wanted to say thank you as well from my side and from the whole team. Appreciate it all, and the whole AMA was great. Thank you so much.
Amazing. All right, I'm just gonna wrap it up. Lastly, a few words, guys. It's a project worth watching. You guys are fortunate. We normally get projects closer to mint, and there's a reason for that because we want to kind of get more eyeballs closer to mint. Chris just brought it in nice and early. You're getting a bit of alpha here. Go follow these gentlemen. Go follow these legends. Follow Chris to Arcadia, bringing some cool stuff all the time. Follow Gabrielle, follow Gianluca, see what they're up to. Their Twitter following isn't great, I want to tell you, but it's gonna explode. So get in nice and early. You know, they might actually reply to your DMs while it's nice and early. Go follow QB Foundation. Get into Discord, guys. Get into Discord. This is I say this every AMA. Go see what the community is about. Go see what the project's about. Go see what the FAQs, all the relevant links. Make your own mind up. See if it's suitable for you guys. I think it will be, to be fair, but again, make your own mind up. Do your due diligence. Don't just rely on this space's host saying a few words and you should do it. You are the final investor, so make your own mind up and go in. But like I said, Discord is always a good way to gauge if the community is right, if it's acidic, if it's positive, if what they're doing is right, or if it suits to your needs. It won't be for everybody. It really won't be. But you're not going to know until you do due diligence. Don't jump in because I say, or Christu says it, or Gabrielle says it. Okay. Final last words. A-list. Things have been picking up. We've been there during the quiet periods, and we were supporting projects, but things are picking up right now. We're getting lots and lots of cool projects like this one, rocking up, asking to do AMAs, wanting to, touch base with you guys. They want to know. Or they want the touch base with the communities. They want people to rock up on their Discords. We got some really cool ones coming up in the next few weeks. I don't get to have a break over Christmas. We got a few more coming up, and then loads more in January. Please like, share, follow. Please like, share, follow 7. I'm down there. I tend to retweet it. We tend to 24 hours before the AMA, we'll post about it. Half an hour or so before it goes live, we'll give you another reminder. And again, me being 7, the guy behind it, PFP, I'll also remind you guys, it's worth coming up. I think we do some cool AMAs. I think we ask the right questions. Well, clearly this is me shilling myself, but I think we ask the right guys. The guys the right questions. They're not always easy ones because we want you guys to be informed, and at the same time, we want the project to be able to answer all those questions so you guys know what you're getting into. I don't think we've got another AMA before Christmas, so happy holidays for all of you guys. Enjoy your break if you're managing to get one. If not, just be good, stay safe. Things are going up, but things will go down as well. Don't leverage yourself. Don't overinvest in yourself. I don't want you guys hurting yourself out there. I know it seems like everything's pumping. Be careful out there. Things are good, but we don't know what's around the corner. Okay, that's my monologue over with. Gabrielle, Gianluca, Christu, always a pleasure. Feel free to rock up on A-List anytime. I'll be happy to listen and talk to you and ask you some more questions.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Sam.
Appreciate it.
Thank you to the whole community. Appreciate it.
All right, guys, take care. Have a nice break.
Ciao.
If you manage
Take
to
care.
get one.
See you all.
Happy holidays. Bye. Thank
Cheers.
you.
Bye.